Welcome to the Dual Enrollment Honors Program's first ever virtual advising presentation. This presentation, as well as the materials that we've mailed to your home, are designed to assist you in selecting your classes for spring semester. All DEHP students must complete this training presentation before attending an on-campus advising session. I'm Dr. Catherine Kinnick, Director of the Dual Enrollment Honors Program, and I'll be joined by Mrs. Stacy Solomon, our Academic Advisor. By listening to this presentation, you'll be able to get a head start on planning your schedule and can greatly streamline the amount of time you'll spend in your on-campus advising session. Let's start with an overview of the advising and schedule approval process. There is some pre-advising homework that you need to do now. It's important that you listen to all of this presentation and read all of the materials mailed to your home, including the frequently asked questions handouts. We encourage you to share these with your parents as well. You do need to register for a mandatory on-campus advising session through AlExpress, following the instructions in your mailing. 16 sessions will be offered on various days and times between October 10th and 27th. We're very pleased to be offering more honors sections in spring semester than we ever had before, but if it is important to you to take honors classes, we do recommend that you register for the earliest available advising session, as honor sections will fill on a first-come, first-served basis. Next, you need to make an appointment with your high school counselor for a date after your on-campus advising session and no later than October 29th. You'll be going to your counselor to get approval of your schedule and funding program and required signatures. Before you come to your on-campus advising session, we want you to start planning your spring class schedule. You can access the schedule, the honors course listing, and the proposed schedule form from your KSU email. Look for an email from DEHP with these attachments. You'll need to print the proposed schedule form from your email. If you know which courses you want to take, using pencil, fill them in on your proposed schedule form. You'll need to bring the form with you to your advising session for approval. If you don't know which courses that you want to take, start by referring to your advising handbook. The courses listed on pages 19 and 20 are introductory college courses that are included in the core curriculum at most colleges and universities. If you have already taken the intro course at KSU, more advanced courses in the same subject are available to you. You can find these in the subject area sections of your advising handbook, and all of the courses listed in your advising handbook are funded by Excel or Move On when ready. You can fill in any courses that you want to take on your proposed schedule form. You may also want to visit the website of your school of choice to confirm their curricular requirements and look for courses with similar titles at KSU. Step 2 is to attend your on-campus advising session. Because of limited classroom seating, please remember that these sessions are just for students. Please bring your completed or partially completed proposed schedule form for approval. Ms. Solomon and I will be there to answer individual questions, to help you decide on a funding program, and approve your class schedule to ensure that you meet KSU prereqs and that your courses will be funded. We'll also discuss the process for readmitting to KSU after high school graduation. You will leave this session with paperwork that will need signatures from a parent and your high school counselor to approve your spring schedule and your spring funding. Step 3 is to meet with your high school counselor as soon as possible after your DEHP advising session. You'll be bringing your proposed schedule form and the dual credit participation form that will give you at advising to your counselor. You want your counselor to confirm that you're taking what you need for graduation and get the counselor to sign your forms. If you'll be using Excel funding, you'll need to set up a new application for spring term before you go to see your counselor, and then let your counselor counselor know that you've set it up and it is ready for them to approve online. Once you bring your signed paperwork back to the dual enrollment office, we will clear you for registration. Registration takes place on Monday, November 3rd at 2:00 p.m. and dual enrollment students are among the lucky few students who get to register ahead of everybody else on that first day.
Hello, this is Mrs. Solomon, and I'm sure right now you are wondering, what should I take for spring semester? First, confirm you are taking the classes you need for graduation, and remember that a one-semester KSU course equals one high school course or Carnegie unit. Also, you may take honors sections in the spring even if you didn't take honors sections in the fall. We are offering a record number of honors sections, and so we do suggest that you check these out. We get great feedback from students on the quality of instruction in the honors classes, and your honors classes here will transfer to other college honors programs. Also, be sure not to overload yourself for spring semester. Remember that the standard high school load is 4 courses per semester or 8 per year. Enjoy your journey and think carefully about whether or not to take on a heavier load. For English, we suggest that you continue the required English sequence if you plan to attend a college in Georgia. Please note that in order to continue to the next level of English at KSU, you will need to score a C or better in your current KSU English class. If you haven't taken an English as of yet, you will need to begin with English 1101. Or, if you have waited until spring to take your English at KSU and have taken AP Language or AP Literature and scored at least a 3, you can exempt the introductory English class and move to the next higher level of English. Please let Dr. Kinnick or me know that you have taken AP Language or AP Lit so we can advise you on the most appropriate English course to take for spring semester. We do have honors options in English 1101, English 1102, and English 2110. Your placement into a math course will be based on your math placement test score. However, if you have already taken math at KSU, you will need to have completed the prerequisite course or courses for a more advanced math. If you plan to take Math 1190 after you have taken either Math 1112 or Math 1113, we recommend that you earn a B or better in one of these courses prior to taking Math 1190. Also, if you plan to be a business major at UGA, we do recommend that you take Math 1190. And if you plan to be a business major at KSU and haven't had Math 1190, you do have the option of taking Math 1106 as your math. For majors other than business, you have the option of taking Math 1107 Statistics or Math 1111 College Algebra. In spring semester, we do have honors courses offered in Math 1107, Math 1111, Math 1113, Math 1190, and Math 2202. When completing your proposed schedule, be sure that you select a high school course code for math that is different than any other high school course code listed on your high school transcript. In order to count as a graduation credit, the high school course numbers that appear on your high school transcript must be distinct from each other, representing different courses. This is not a problem for dual enrollment students who take a KSU science class that they have never had before in high school. If you've never had the course, then the course number will be distinct on your high school transcript. However, this can present a problem for public school students who have already completed a particular science in high school, such as biology, chemistry, or physics, and want to continue in that subject at KSU. Often these are students who know they want to be science, nursing, or engineering majors, and so even though they may have completed biology, chemistry, or physics at their high school, they want to continue in that subject at KSU. The Chem 1151, Chem 1211, and Physics 1111 courses have been assigned high school course numbers that will duplicate the numbers already on your transcript for the high school course. If you need a science credit for high school graduation, you must either choose a science course that you haven't had in high school or take 2 semesters of the same science at KSU, such as Chem 1151 and 1152, Chem 1211 and 1212, or Physics 1111 and 1112. If you do this, the first science in the sequence will be counted as an elective on your high school transcript, and the second course in the sequence will be assigned a higher course number that is distinct from the first, and will be a distinct course number on your transcript that will count as a science graduation credit. If you are currently enrolled in chemistry or physics and are doing well in the class and intend to pursue a related major, it would make sense for you to continue to the second course in the sequence. So if you plan to be a science, pre-med, or pre-vet major, we suggest that you take Chem 1211 and continue to Chem 1212 or Biology 1107 or Biology 2221. If you plan to be a nursing major, we suggest taking Chem 1151 followed by either Chem 1152 or Biology 2221. And finally, if you plan to be a computer science or engineering major, you may consider taking Physics 1111 or Physics 2211 and continue to the next course in the sequence, Physics 1112 and Physics 2212 respectively. If you have already completed chemistry or physics in high school, or have enrolled in the first semester of chemistry or physics here and you feel you are struggling, you may consider switching to Science 1101, Geography 1112, or Geography 1113 in the spring semester to ensure that you will fulfill your high school science graduation requirement. Also, if you are a non-science major and still need a science credit, Science 1101, Geography 1112, and Geography 1113 will fulfill this requirement. Please note that these courses may count as free electives in college rather than applying to a major science requirement, but they will ensure that you graduate high school with a needed science credit. Also, if you have already completed 2 courses in the same science, you have additional options and will need to see your advising handbook for these options. If you need economics for a graduation credit, you will need to take either Econ 1100 or Econ 2100. We recommend that business majors take Economics 2100, Microeconomics. We also recommend that students who plan to attend a college other than KSU take Econ 2100 as it will transfer more easily. If students take Econ 1100 and go to another college other than KSU, Econ 1100 may only transfer as an elective. Other majors staying at KSU may take Econ 1100 or Global Economics. We will be offering an honor section of Econ 1100 spring semester. And please note that if you are a public school student, you still will be required to take the EOCT at your high school. Please contact your counselor for testing dates. We also recommend accessing the online EOCT study guide to use in preparation for the EOCT. Most colleges require several social science courses, and KSU offers many courses that will count in most college cores. During spring semester, we are offering many honors social science electives, and these are marked here by an asterisk. You may continue with more advanced social science courses once you have completed the intro course into that subject. Please note that KSU offers both 2-credit and 3-credit introductions to psychology, sociology, and anthropology courses. The 2-credit version is only for students who know they will be graduating from KSU because it will not transfer anywhere else. If you need personal fitness for graduation, you may take HPS 1000 Fitness for Living for 3 credits or any of the following 1-credit courses: HPE 1030 Aerobic Conditioning Weight Training, HPE 1510 Fitness Swimming, HPE 1570 Walk Jog for Fitness, and HPE 1850 Advanced Strength and Aerobic Training. If you need help for graduation, you may take HPS 1000. However, HPS 1000 cannot be taken for both personal fitness and health credits. If you are funded by Move On When Ready, you will have additional elective courses from which to choose. You may select from accounting, computer science, education, PE, criminal justice, art, dance, music, and theater. Please see pages 38 through 41 in your advising handbook for specific courses.
A few final reminders. Advising sessions are mandatory. We want you to register for an advising session as soon as possible through AlExpress. Planning your schedule prior to your advising session will ensure you get in and out quickly. And we want you to use the checklist that's in the mailing sent to your home throughout the advising and registration period to ensure you have done everything you need to do to get your classes and funding. If you have questions after hearing this presentation and reading the materials sent to your home, remember that Mrs. Solomon and I will answer your questions one-on-one at your advising session. If you have a quick question that needs a quick answer, you can email dehp@kennesaw.edu. Always include your full name and your KSU ID number. And remember that we do prefer that students reach out to us instead of parents, because that is part of making the transition to college. So we look forward to seeing you at your advising session. Please go ahead and schedule your appointment now through AlExpress.